great to meet you in person. We talked a little on the phone a little bit. Thank you so much for coming down here. Now you're a little bit drive from us, about an hour drive, so you're like in the Burlington area.
Yeah.
Now we were talking on the phone a little bit. You came down to Wilkins because you're looking for a family. And as I was telling you on the phone, we're a 69-year family-run shop. It's just a big family down here. When I was a customer here, I was just in college. And my favorite thing was I could walk in the door and talk about Harley Davidson, and I had no money to spend. Everyone just treated me as I was family. I just walked in the door and we had some fun. Now you're riding a 2008 Street Glide now.
Yep.
And I'm sure you know there were a bunch of changes actually done in 2009.
Yep.
There were actually about 450 changes done. And this morning when Harley Davidson just released this ton of new stuff, I was speaking with one of the techs from Harley Davidson, and he said there's more changes done then, or right now, than in 2014 for Project Rushmore and 2009. So from there, let's dive right into this, my friend.
Okay.
This is the bike that you inquired on. This
Yeah.
is Laguna Orange Street Glide Special. This, I can tell you right now, this is my favorite color. I absolutely love this. I have a Sedona Orange Street Glide now, and just, does it even compare to being on mine?
Wow. That's sharp. I can see that in the sun.
Now, but before we can actually dive into that, you were telling me a little bit, you're an avid snowboarder. I'm a big snowboarder myself.
Yep.
JP's home for me. And what color is your snowboard?
You know what? It's pretty lame. It's the color of the snow. It's white.
Is it really?
It
Okay.
is, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's your own style. That's what Harley Davidson's all about, is creating your own style. And what kind of, you trail riding, do you do moguls, that kind of stuff?
Not really moguls. I mean, when I was younger, a little bit more nimble, I would do some tricks off the jumps. I still try to impress my 6-year-old.
Okay.
Sometimes it works out well, other times not so
Okay.
much.
So doing the tricks and stuff. So you're used to the whole, just taking the heat.
Oh yeah. The
Okay.
body's taking a beating.
Okay, well, we're actually going to touch on that just in a minute.
Okay.
Let's dive right into this,
All
my
right.
friend. Let's start out with the brand new 2017 Milwaukee 8. This is a 107 cubic inch motor. It is a 1746cc motor. It has a significant amount of power over the high output 103. And there's even upgraded kits to stage 1, 2.
Mine's a 96, right?
Yeah.
This is
And it's still a 6-speed transmission, so you still have that highway in here, but what you're going to notice in that, when you're on your way to work, you're just traveling, go to pass that track and trailer truck, or those log trucks, which is what I'm the most afraid of, shifting, you don't even need to shift down, rolling that front, it's going to pick up, and you're going to blast by those trucks. It's going to blow your mind. Now let's talk about the design real quick. Look at the top of your heads here. So Harley Davidson actually designed that off of the back of Olympic swimmers. So you notice the grooves and the massive bright mid swing, that's where you would see that.
Michael Phelps.
Exactly. I'm a huge Michael Phelps fan myself.
Yeah, me too.
Did you watch him in the Olympics?
I did.
He's just a magician. What he does.
Machine, yeah.
But with that, it also mimics what's going on inside your motor.
Okay.
Now, that kind of performance stuff, do you feel confident? This is what I'm telling you now. I'm going to let you take this out for a ride. It's a beautiful day. But that extra power, does that sound like something that you're definitely wanting?
Absolutely, man. I love speed. I love torque. I absolutely want to feel this thing. That's why I'm kind of interested in the street glide. I feel like there's still some performance, but then obviously the ability to throw stuff in the bags.
Absolutely, you're absolutely correct. I mean, do you have like a work laptop and stuff like that?
Yeah, it goes in my 08.
Yeah. Perfect. So you actually have a redesigned style. Look at that in a minute as well.
Okay.
Now, along with that, Harley put a ton of focus in the heat management in this. So just talking about the motor itself, Harley Davidson added an extra half quart of oil to the motor. Now you swing right around here, man, you can see right here we have the oil cooler.
Okay.
Now, if you follow up, you can see the line in that. And it actually they circle around in the heads.
Yeah.
So it is an oil cooled system. It's not the liquid cooled system like on the CVOs. It's a different design system. But they do have that extra bit of oil to circulate through there to disperse the heat better.
Nice.
Now we're going to work our way set up a little bit back. Now, right here, the rear head pipe connects into the rear cylinder. Harley Davidson actually brought this closer to it. They remapped this because now your catalyst is actually front and back. So let's say you're stuck in the Burlington traffic, which is one of the worst things in the world.
Yeah.
When your feet are down, the heat's away from you. It's being pushed behind you.
Nice.
Now again, redesign, keep your legs right here, and with your wife on riding on the back.
Yep.
Imagine she won't ride with you very much, but who knows? You're riding the 2008. This suspension, which I'll get into in a minute, she might change her mind immediately.
If I don't want her to.
you don't want to, you don't have to. It's your motorcycle, it's your rules, my friend.
Nah, she'll hop on.
And also, if I can make a recommendation just real quick, Harley Davidson also announced there's a cooling system you can attach right here that pulls the heat away from this and actually pushes it down. Now, obviously, again, you have the EITMS, your engine idle temperature management system. And what that does for you, it'll actually shut off the rear cylinder under 1,000 RPM, 5 miles an hour when you're stuck in traffic. So you're not going to have that heat on your legs anyway, and those have to take care of themselves. And again, with that system, it's going to be pushing the heat away from you.
Okay, cool.
So, now you mentioned she might ride your end, but it's mostly your
For
motorcycle.
the most part, yeah.
Let's talk about your rear suspension.
Okay.
So come around here, my friend. Now again, with Project Rushmore, it is one-touch Southbacks.
Yeah, that's nice, man. Mine,
Oh,
time
yeah.
I can't even open it, it's all.
You try to do the flip and the flop, and
What took me so long to figure that out?
listen, the designers, but now they got it down pat. Now, here's the thing. When you're taking to adjust your rear suspension, you do have the emulsion technology. Have you heard about that one?
Not really, no. I mean,
Okay.
it sounds like a shock would have something, but I don't know.
Okay. It's actually a naturally charged suspension. So if you think of the air suspension on yours is what I would compare it to, like riding a cloud.
Okay.
Now you obviously you're a snowboarder and you're a skier and that thing, so you're used to the whole performance feel. Now, obviously you want to make sure your board is on the ground.
Yep.
The next suspension does, it forces that tire to the ground. Now, you actually also get a card based on your weight and your own preferences that you can adjust your suspension. It'll advise you. Play around with that. Have a little fun with that. I'm still messing around with mine. I'm the older system for my bike.
Yep.
And I love it. So all you have to do is here, we untwist these, and right down side there is actually the handle for it.
Okay.
This is new for
Oh, yeah, I
2017. It's actually a full screw system.
Yeah, that's different.
You can pull it right out.
Okay.
But, so with that though, I mentioned that they had changed it. It is similar to what was on the other Project Rushmore bikes, but it's actually 15 to 30% more preloading. So for you, what the benefit for you? Again, it's forcing the tire to go down faster, but it's also giving you more leeway when you're running on a really awesome New England roads. Exactly. Oh, yeah, especially up in the Bronx area, but I mean, we can't control that stuff, right?
Right.
So does that sound like it'd be something that you would actually really enjoy?
I mean, a more comfortable ride would be absolutely nice. And the suspension on that, I can feel it. It looks pretty good. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what do you typically run that at?
As far as highway or, the air pressure?
The air pressure.
You know, I set it at 10 one time, I haven't touched it since.
Really? Okay.
That was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean, whatever works, my friend. And again, so you can have a ton of fun with that, play around with it, get the feel for it.
okay.
Now, working our way towards the front of the motorcycle, you have a new starter and horn gap. And then in front, let's hit on the suspension here.
Okay.
And I did change it both front and rear. In the front, this is actually the child of Showa and Harley Davidson. So what Showa's done in here, what Harley Davidson's done in here, it has a dual bending valve system
Yep.
that actually has 2 metal rings on both sides. And what it does, it helps Harley Davidson control the dampening in there. I was speaking with one of the techs this morning, and basically when you're hitting the bumps in the road and you're taking corners, there's fluid inside of that that controls the dampening. And when the fluids are hitting those rings, it's actually regulating how much is going through. So it gets the first one, and the second one takes over, and it goes from there. And of course, gravity is our friend. Now, we mentioned the snowboarding. When you're coming off those jumps, when you land, you're taking all that force.
Yep.
Now your suspension in the front is taking that force. When you're riding this thing, Matt, you're not going to notice that. You're just going to enjoy the ride. You're going to love that even more than the new suspension.
Sounds good.
So Matt, now throw a leg over this thing.
All
I
right.
want to see it right now, Sal.
You guys let us do this?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll even push it outside in a few minutes so you can see us color this and take it for a ride.
Okay.
So now that you're upright, armor got the fairing fragment.
All right.
Go ahead and put your feet right up.
You got me?
Oh yeah, I got you. I've done this a few times, don't worry.
Okay.
So your initial feeling, how does it feel?
Feel a little cooler.
All right, there we go. Well, a little bit different than your bike, right?
Yeah, the seat actually is more comfortable. I feel like I sit in it a little bit more than the old way.
Exactly. Now, benefit for you on that, you're sitting down in the motorcycle, you don't feel like you're sitting on top of it, like a dirt bike or something. You have complete control over it.
That's 10 minutes.
So now, notice, and you were telling me before, marketing audio infotainment system. You can stay connected, so if your manager gives you a shout, if you have the headset plugged up, and I can connect you with one of our parts professionals, they can take care of all that stuff for you, and you can actually take phone calls on this system with your smartphone.
Wow.
So apart
Through
from
the radio.
through the radio, absolutely.
Nice.
Now, aside from some really simple paperwork and everything like that, what would really hold you back from today, from riding home on this?
You know, obviously, you said I could take